Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. So, the question that I get a lot is how do I have people come into my business that are serious about building the business versus just coming in and doing a little bit or not doing anything before leaving? So, that is the question that I want to address today. And I will tell you, we've been doing a ton of swimming. We're in the middle of our prep week. So, I'm gonna have messy hair and no makeup for a few of these videos because I am batch filming and doing all of my batch work this week. So it just is what it is. My nails are naked. I am prepping to get a new set put on. So it is just like one thing after another this week, which is exactly what I signed up for. And if you haven't watched last week's video on how to basically go into a busy season without letting your business suffer, I highly recommend that you watch it. And then before we get too much into this training, let me just address the elephant in the room. If you're going to make a lot of money in your network marketing business, you have to focus on recruiting. You can show me any comp plan in the industry. I've probably studied them all. They all compensate heavier on the recruiting side than they do the product side by quite a bit. If you're in denial of that fact, that's totally fine. I'm not going to argue with anybody, but this training is probably not for you. Training is for those of you who you've realized the MLM space focuses more on recruiting than they do on product sales. You are all on board with that and you are ready to recruit some business building machines onto your team. Now, if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. I'm Tonya Johnson. I'm the founder of the Boss Mom Co. Just to give you a little bit of my backstory with network marketing, I started in the industry back in 2016. I started with a company that was already 20 years old, so it was not a ground floor opportunity by any stretch. I was given a few tools. I learned a lot from YouTube. And less than a year later, I had replaced my managing income completely from social media. So I am forever grateful to the network marketing space. I will say, however, a lot of it was grinding and on my phone 24/7 and a lot of spam messages. So that is why I am so passionate now about teaching women in this space how to work smarter versus harder, as well as how to build their businesses ethically. I love to teach new skill sets versus focusing on the spam tactics that are often taught inside the industry. Now, I don't actively promote for a network marketing company anymore, although I do receive a paycheck from them every month because of all the work that I put in previously. But ethically, I felt like it was not right for me to be recruiting into a network marketing company and selling their products when I was training so many teams from other network marketing companies. I just felt like it could very easily be misconstrued as, oh, look, she's trying to cross recruit somebody else's team. And that, of course, would never be my intention. So I don't recruit for anybody. You are free to share this out to your teams, and it is a safe space. I'm still very passionate about teaching the network marketing community because once you know better, you can do better. So what we do over at the Boss Mom Company is we help small business owners. It doesn't matter if you're in network marketing, you have an Etsy shop, you do something along the lines of a digital marketing company. Basically, we help you find that really coveted work-life balance by focusing on social media marketing and email marketing. The two go hand in hand beautifully. And what we do is we help you set up that dream life in real life like you portray on Instagram. Because we all know there's the Instagram life and the real life. My goal for you is to have them be as closely meshed together as possible. Now, before we jump in, let's talk about the 4 types of people that are in network marketing. See if you can identify which one you are. See if you can identify the key players on your team and see if you can identify which one your upline falls into. My guess is she'll probably fall into the business builder category, but you can be the judge of that because I don't know her. You do. Now, the first group of people, we call them kidnappers. We've all heard the term. Basically, they have ordered a starter kit and then they did little to nothing before they up and bounced. Now, the narrative around this is, oh, they were lazy, they just didn't want to do any work, or oh, they just wanted the products. Now, I will say a very small percent of them honestly wanted the products at a deeper discount, and that's why they got the kit and never looked back. Majority of them, however, they are not lazy. They did not just want the products. They kind of got swindled. They got the old bait and switch. So they saw somebody posting on social media, and unfortunately, this person is doing what we in the marketing industry call false advertising. They saw someone talking about, oh, you don't have to sell. It's different here. You just share what you're already using. You share what you love. Or my favorite, you already do what I'm doing, you might as well get paid for it. That's false. Both of those statements are false, but they float around on social media. And unfortunately, they catch people in their web. The person that is doing the false advertising usually makes a little bit of money off of it. And then it's all a numbers game. They recruit as many people as they can. The saying that I was always taught was some stay, some go, who cares next? Now, that is a very poor saying to be teaching your downline, but it is one that circles around. So we're going to focus on recruiting quality versus recruiting quantity. So ideally, you'll have between 5 and 10% of people, 10% being on the high side, that are kidnappers if you are doing your job correctly when it comes to the advertising side. Now, the second type of person that you'll have in your industry is Miss Hobby Holly. Hobby Holly doesn't sell much. She definitely is not recruiting a team, but she's nice to everybody. She shows up to all the Zoom calls, and she is probably one of the biggest encouragements on the team. Now, Hobby Holly falls into two separate categories. The first one is they got duped, just like the kidnapper did. They signed up thinking it was something that it wasn't, but instead of bouncing, they think that they're going to somehow change the industry. They're sticking around in hopes that they can find that golden nugget. And let's face it, a team that's a little bit on the dishonest side, or they wouldn't feel duped in the first place. They haven't quite come to terms that recruiting is key, but they do really like the products. So that is your first section of the Hobby Holly. Now, the second section of Hobby Hollies is they want to be the business builder. They want to make a lot of money. They just don't have the skill set because they haven't been taught the skill set. So they are only a Hobby Holly until they can move up the ranks, and that may or may not happen. A lot of Hobby Hollies, unfortunately, drop out before they ever move up the ranks because they don't have anyone teaching them the skills. Some of them do turn into business builders, and that is if you're a Hobby Holly and you're here for the money and you want to turn into a business builder, you're the people that we're here to help. So make sure you're checking out the Boss Mom Company on Instagram and that you are following some of the tips and tricks that we're giving you, because we're teaching you how to be a business builder without giving up your ethics. Now, most people that are in network marketing and not making money, it's because they lack the skill set, not because they don't want to make money. Again, that's the narrative that kind of goes around is, oh, well, they're lazy or they don't have the work ethic for this. In reality, they're showing up, they're doing the Zooms, they're messaging what you tell them to message. They just have not been taught skills that actually work. They have been taught skills that high-level mass recruiters use that don't focus on people and only focus on numbers. So Hobby Hollies usually are not okay with those kind of tactics, so they're not going to be out there trying to mass recruit and manipulate people. So unfortunately, they get written off as not coachable or lazy simply because they don't want to be spammy. Now, the third category we're going to talk about are the business building Brendas. These ladies are the heart and backbone of the network marketing industry. They're the movers and shakers. They show up to everything. They get on all the conference calls. They go to all the in-person events. They check off all the boxes. They cross all the T's and they dot all the I's. They are the people that you want on your team when you are looking for that next promotion and you are running towards whatever bonus your company has at that point. And then in addition, they're always taking classes. They're learning new actual marketing techniques and actual sales techniques outside of what their company offers. They are honing in on their skills day in and day out. They are the dream team. They are the players that you want on your team. And in order to recruit those people, you have to first become those people. And that's easier said than done. But you have to learn the skills like personal branding and social media marketing and email marketing, because the business builders of this world don't want to join somebody who's spammy. And then the last group of people that are in the network marketing industry are what we call the Crafty Carons. Now, these people at first glance look like business building Brendas. And to the untrained eye, we think that they're business builders. Once you become a business builder yourself, or even a Hobby Hollies can spot these Crafty Karens too, then you can easily see that these people are just out to make a quick buck. They will manipulate you into doing anything. They're the ones with all the false advertisement on their page. They are making a lot of money, but they're making a lot of money because they are manipulating people into joining their team, regardless what technique they have to use or what line they have to tell them. We're going to go through a few posts on social media that these people either are Crafty Karens or they're copying from a Crafty Caron and they may not even know the manipulation tactics that they're using. But these are some telltale signs that a Crafty Caron is at work. And then in addition to the posts I'm going to show you in a minute, these are also the women that jump on every bandwagon of selling anything. They will sell anything that they can to their audience to make a quick buck. They're the ones who jump on all of the legal scams that pop up, like Clickly or Clicky right now, the email thing that's going around. The Crafty Karens are all over that. They don't care that you don't make money unless somebody pays that $97 to upgrade in hopes that they're going to make money as well. They will dish that out to their audience, telling them it only takes 10 or 15 minutes to really make some money. And they know it's not here long term. It is a quick cash grab. They just don't care. Crafty Karens typically do not care that they are not helping other people in the long run. They just care about the money that they're going to make today and tomorrow, doing whatever grift they have their hands on in the moment. Okay, so this post says, now hiring. Hey everyone, anyone I know looking for a part-time job, I'm officially opened up 5 VIP spots for college students, mamas, and anyone looking to make an extra income from their phone. Make your own hours, 500 plus a month, must be 18, work from Wi-Fi, drop an emoji to be sent information. So network marketers do not hire anybody. We are 1099 contractors. So we are not hiring anybody. We're not paying these people out of our pocket. But it's made to look like this is an actual job for the summer. Part-time, $500 plus a month. None of that is guaranteed. That is very much a Crafty Caron post. Here is another one along those lines. And by the way, I posted these once upon a time because for a while, everyone was being taught to post these. And it took several of us to kind of wake up and leave the grifter movement to kind of be like, we should speak out on this. Like, this is not okay. Y'all, I'm over here slammed. I need some help. Who wants some part-time work from home on your own time and all from your phone? I have 5 positions. Again, no, you don't. You're not slammed. Well, you might be slammed because network marketing is hard. You might be slammed, but you are not hiring anybody to take the load off. Like the way that the ad reads, you're looking for a virtual assistant, when in reality, all you're doing is looking for someone to come and do the exact same work you're doing. You're not taking any load off of anybody. Here's one along the lines that we already talked about. I won't read the entire thing. You can do that, but it says, why not use my phone as a tool rather than a distraction and turn the time I spend scrolling on social media into an income? You're not paid for scrolling. I mean, if you're already posting, scrolling, and spending time on your phone, why not get paid for it? So those are 3 examples, 3 really bad examples. There's a lot more in between out there. But if you're wondering why kidnappers get recruited and why Holly Hobbies get recruited and people talk about, oh, they were just lazy. They probably saw a post about how you got paid to post on social media. And then they joined your team because they thought they would, get paid to post on social media. And then when they found out you lied to them, they didn't want anything to do with your business anymore. So before you put a post up, ask yourself, am I being honest? Okay, so let's focus on how we get those business builders. We just talked a little bit about how you definitely don't get them. So how do you get the people on your team who are going to be the movers and shakers? Now, again, we already talked about you have to become one of those people. And that is something that is a process. But basically, if you know personal branding and email marketing, you are a business builder. You will attract other business builders onto your team. And it may be that you recruit somebody with the business builder mindset that doesn't have the skill set yet. So they're ready to put in the long hours. They're ready to buckle down and build a business, but they're looking to you to teach them personal branding and email marketing. Otherwise, they're going to quickly become disillusioned with what you're selling. And then they're going to turn into a hobby Holly thinking they can do better and, change the system, even though they themselves don't know how to do the system very well. Or they're going to become what's called a kidnapper, and you're going to look up one day and they're going to be gone. And you're just going to tell people, oh, guess they didn't have the work ethic. So there's 4 things that you need to know and that you need to be doing consistently in order to be recruiting those high-level business builders. The first thing is have a brand. You have got to be more than your company. You should not be able to tell what company you're with by what you're posting on social media. You should be so well branded that people know you as the homeschool experts, the keto carnivore, the planning prodigy. Like, you should be known for something that has nothing to do with your company. Business builders, people who want to jump in and make a serious income on social media, they want to build a brand and a business that they can be proud of. They don't want to become Spammy Sammy down the street that's always posting about her pink drink or her crazy rap thing or her fitness DVDs or on-demand streaming, I guess now because we don't do DVDs anymore. They don't want to be that person. They want to build an actual brand, an actual business. So they're not joining with Spammy Sammy down the street. They're finding somebody who knows how to build an actual brand. Now, if you're like, Tonya, I don't know if I have a brand. Like, how do I tell if I'm Spammy Sammy or if I am a business builder myself? On the blog, which is linked down in the description section, there's a free self-guided social media audit that you can take. You can use it on your own social media and see how well your brand is coming through versus just the company and the products that you're trying to sell. So the second thing is you have to be forthcoming. Now, we kind of already talked about this. If you are baiting and switching people, you're not going to be attracting business builders. You're going to be getting the Knappers and the Hobby Hollies, or you're going to be attracting those Crafty Karens because you're coming across as a Crafty Caron. If you are misleading and you're manipulative on social media, you're going to attract people who don't mind being misleading and being manipulative. So guess what? Even with some skill set, they're going to turn into a Crafty Caron, giving your entire organization a bad name versus actually being a business builder and someone that the business world takes serious. Now, number 3 is you do have to talk about your opportunity. If you're only talking about products on your page, there's not a wonder that you are doing an awesome job selling products, but you can't recruit anybody. Again, you are what would be called a low-level marketer. You're somebody that you can move some products because you talk about it, but business builders aren't going to be partnering with you because they don't want to just sell products. They want to be a business builder. So you're not going to attract people who are at a higher level than you are, if that makes sense. And again, it's a skill set to learn. So you learn it, you'll attract those people. But I'm always hesitant to answer the question of, Tonya, how do I attract business builders onto my team? Because when I look at your social media page, I know exactly why you're not attracting business builders. But it's easier said than done to have someone tell you that and actually listen to them. I remember the first time that I was told this because I was attracting a lot of people onto my team and not a lot of them were business builders. The first time I hired a coach and had them go through my social media, I was a little bit offended. I was a little bit offended when they were telling me some of the stuff that I was coming across as on social media when all I was doing was copying and pasting what my upline was telling me to post, not realizing the psychology behind the words that I was essentially putting out onto my own page. So you want to make sure you're sharing consistently about what the business has done for you and for your teammates. People don't just want to hear about you. They also don't just want to hear about your teammates. You have to share your wins as well. You've got to get the wins to share the wins. So that's where taking a branding course or taking an email marketing course would be beneficial because some of the wins that you can share about are, oh, I learned how to do a logo today. Partner with me and I can teach you those things as well. Oh, I learned how to market my product in 4 different ways today without being spammy. Partner with me and I'd love to help you set up a marketing strategy. Like, you've got to attain the skills to be able to teach the skills. Now, when it comes to talking about your business, a good rule to follow is the 3-3-3 rule. So every 3rd day, you're going to be posting something about your business. So the first time that 3rd day rolls around, you're posting a lifestyle post. So something that the business specifically did for you. Second time that 3 days rolls around, you're posting a testimonial. So you're posting something that it's done for someone else in your company, your downline, your upline, a sideline, doesn't matter. And then the 3rd time that 3 days rolls around, you're posting specifically a call to action of, hey, I'm looking to work with 2 women in the next 30 days. I'll partner with you closely to help you learn blank. And this is where you should learn a skill so you can teach it. Nobody wants to be told, I'll partner with you closely to help you make money on social media like I do. What does that even mean? Like, what are you doing besides spamming everybody? But I'll partner with you closely to help you learn the basics of email marketing, to help you learn the basics of marketing products on social media, to help you learn the basics of whatever that they'll actually partner with you for. And then Next 3 days rolls around, you're back to number 1, which is lifestyle. So lifestyle post, testimonial, call to action. Those are the 3 that I always follow. Now, in between, I am posting a lot of content, but I'm posting a lot of value-based content. And if you go over on the blog, there's a whole video that explains what to put on social media, building a brand, all of the basics that you need to know to get really good at social marketing. Now, in your stories, you can be a little bit more salesy because stories are a little more forgiving. They go away every 24 hours. So in the stories, you can absolutely be talking about your business on a lot more of a day-to-day basis. Now, you still don't want to do it in a spammy way. You want to show more of a lifestyle post. So let me show you a couple here that I personally have posted that have recruited people onto my team. Okay, so this is one that I put up a few years ago. It just says, working on another $350 bonus from social while the munchkin plays. Love how simple this job is to work around my family. So I'm literally touching on that pain point of I don't have time to do this. A lot of my distributors were homeschool moms, especially during the later years when I was making a lot more money, because I was very pointed on who I was attracting. We're going to talk about your dream distributor avatar at the end of this video as well. So make sure that you are staying all the way to the very end, because that is something you're going to want to not miss out on. But one of the pain points in the homeschool community is I don't know if I have time to do this because I'm homeschooling my kids. Like, if you're not a homeschooler, you may not understand this, and that's fine, but it's a full-time job in itself. So doing something on top of that, it is very, it can be very daunting. Like, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do this. And still put my kid first, which is obviously like what I've chosen to do with my life. Okay, here is one that I put up that talked a lot about time management. I was doing a lot of time management training at the time. So I put, when you coach people how to be present moms and pay their mortgages through social marketing without selling stuff to their friends and family, #win-win. Now, I got a lot of interest on this one because people wanted to know, what are you doing without selling stuff to friends and family? This is when I really had gotten big into email marketing, and I was showing people how to use lead magnets to get into their cold market, which had nothing to do with friends and family. So I literally told them, I was like, I'm still doing the same job, because at the time I was. But instead of putting it on my own social media, I'm putting out what's called a lead magnet, and I would show them what the lead magnet was. And then everyone's giving me their email address for this. And then on the back end, I'm selling them my products, and they're also joining my business because they're intrigued with how to use lead magnets to make money on social media. So since then, I've worked with hundreds of network marketers, teaching them how to use lead magnets to funnel people into their network marketing system. That is something I'm super passionate about, but that is a very easy way to get a lot of interest when you are doing a lead magnet system. And then this is just a simple way, again, to talk about your business without being spammy. When someone does join your team, put a post about it up in your stories. You don't have to put their picture and have it look all spammy. Post a picture of whatever you're doing in real time and say, hey, just welcome so-and-so to the team. So excited to work with them, or however you want to word it, which is exactly what I did with this little picture with my daughter. She was sitting there playing while I was getting some work done. This was at night before we went to bed. And I had someone join my team, so I posted about it, because in reality, we're working our business around our everyday life. So those are a few posts. You'll see a lot more over in the bonus trainings that I have for you guys over on the blog. And then number 4 is you have to have a skill set to teach. And again, we already talked a little bit about this, but we're in the 21st century. Nobody wants to come be a spammy Sammy. They want to learn actual digital marketing. I love the quote that people love to post of, oh, Forbes said digital marketing is like going to be the biggest business in whatever the saying goes. But then they're talking about their network marketing company. Network marketing and digital marketing aren't the same thing. Now, they can go hand in hand if you learn some digital marketing skills, but selling for a network marketing company does not make you a digital marketer. Having a lead magnet, having an email marketing system, selling something through some actual marketing versus just throwing stuff on your Facebook page, hoping that friends and family are going to buy stuff from you. So business builders are not attracted by people slinging products all over their page. They're not attracted by holding up a bottle of shampoo saying, oh, come join my team and sell Monate with me. They're not attracted by holding up the pink drink and saying, oh, come drink this and, focus on your gut health. You'll sell some products that way. You may even attract a few distributors that are going to be Knappers or Hobby Hollies, or maybe the occasional Crafty Caron, but you will not get business builders that way. You have to have a personal brand, which takes me back to number 1. So like I said, if you don't have a personal brand, now's the time you need to get one. I'm going to show you a little bit about the branding bootcamp that we have and just show you what all goes into it, because it is something that is a very necessary skill if you want to attract business builders onto your team. If you head over to helpingheartshomeschool.com and you click on the business section and then scroll down to the complete guide to creating a personal brand, you can kind of see what is in the branding bootcamp. So there's a video for you to watch that explains not only what you'll learn in the course, but really what the benefits of personal branding are versus just branding for your business. And then we're going to cover how to identify your target audience, discover what kind of content that they actually want to see and want to buy. You're going to learn to speak their language in a way that compels them to pull out their debit card and actually order from you versus just keep scrolling. And then we're going to put together an aesthetic that'll help you stand apart from everyone else in your niche. So maybe you are a homeschool creator, or maybe you're a health and wellness guru. There are hundreds of thousands of people doing the exact same content as you are. How do you stand apart from everybody else in your exact niche? Now, if you're in a network marketing company, this is doubly important because you're selling the same product as everybody else. So how do you stand apart from Sally down the street who's also selling the same goop on a spoon that you're selling to help people get healthy? Now, we're going to help you show up on social media with authority. You're going to become the expert in your field that people go to when they have a question that is in your niche. We will help you lead with value-based content. And then you're going to get a one-on-one coaching session with myself, as well as weekly group coaching and a tailored social media audit to your personal business. If you scroll down, there's a little bit of information on each section. And then also, if you don't have a logo already, that is something that we can partner with you and help you do. That's all included in this course. Like I tell all of my clients, it does not matter how awesome your products are if you are not showing up in a way on social media that is actually attracting your ideal customers who are ready to pull their debit cards out and order from you. And then I have a few testimonials down here that you're welcome to go over and read. And of course, if you're already a student watching this and you'd like to add a success story, you're welcome to do that by clicking this orange button. And then if you're ready to enroll in the course and start on your own success story by giving your business the polish and professionalism that it's been waiting for, you can click the green button here and it'll take you over to the payment screen and show you all the different payment options that are available to you. Okay, so now that you know what the branding bootcamp is, if you don't have a solid personal brand, meaning if you're not attracting business builders right now, there's a 99.9% chance you don't have a solid brand. And that's fine. I didn't have a brand for a while. I had to learn the hard way that if I didn't want to just keep spinning my wheels and mass recruiting without people sticking into my team, I needed to have a solid personal brand. But here's the thing, business builders, when they are ready to jump in, they're ready to jump in. If you are not willing to invest in your business, they can smell that from a mile away. They are not investing with people who aren't willing to invest in their business. So if it's evident that you don't have the skill set to teach them to do actual digital marketing versus throwing stuff on Facebook and trying to sell it, then they're not joining your team. And that's just the hard truth of the reality we're in right now. There's so many people selling stuff on social media. You have to have the skill set to stand apart from everybody else in order to attract the people that you're wanting to attract. Now, I want to finish off by saying, in order to attract the best business builders into your business, you have to know who you are wanting to attract. So I have a freebie over on the blog for you. It does come with a video tutorial, walks you through exactly how to use it. And this is how to craft your dream distributor and know exactly what pain points that you need to fix for them in order to get them on your team. So make sure that you're going over and you're downloading that. It is a very in-depth training when it comes to attracting the right kind of person. It's also going to help you level up your content because you're going to know exactly who you're speaking to. So once you fill out that worksheet and you go through the avatar, the next time that you're posting about your opportunity, you can post in a voice that is speaking directly to your avatar. And then, like I said, I do have a bonus training for you today because a huge question I get is, Tonya, exactly what do I need to do for my business? Like, I'm coachable, I'm a hard worker, I'll do whatever it is, just give me a checklist. I can't do that because your audience is going to be different than my audience. What works for me may not work 100% for you. What I can do is give you a roadmap. So I have a 3-video series that you can go through on your own. It's completely free. It's overlinked on the blog. And the first one is going to go through social marketing and email marketing and kind of which one is the best fit for your business in the season that you're in now. The second one is just about social marketing, and that is a checklist. So if you want to build 100% on social media, I give you a checklist. I show you exactly what to say. I give you scripts, all of it. Again, doesn't cost you a dime. And the third one is all about email marketing. Same thing. I give you a checklist of things to do when it comes to email marketing, and they both come with their own posting schedules as well. So if you want to build on social media, here's a posting schedule for you. If you want to build on email, here's a posting schedule for you. Now, I personally build on both, and I kind of walk you through how that looks as well, how they play off of each other. But bottom line is, you want to attract business builders, you have to become a business builder. A business builder does not show up and put spam on social media. A business builder has a skill set of a business builder. So go over to the blog. It's linked down into the description area. Grab those. There's also a bunch of other free resources on there. You can look through those, see if there's anything else that you want. And then if you like this type of content, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to this channel, and then make sure you're following over at the Boss Mom Company. And like I said, if you're wanting to build a business of business builders, share this with your team. You want them on board with learning some of these skill sets, so that way they're also attracting business builders. Because guess what? You recruiting business builders is awesome. Your entire team recruiting business builders is going to skyrocket your business. So I appreciate you tuning in. If you have any questions or anything you want to add to this, you're welcome to DM me on social media. I love to have conversations one-on-one with y'all. And don't be surprised if the next video I pop in with the exact same clothes, because I am batching everything right now. And yeah, I will see you next week. We're going to be talking about how to build specifically on social media by using Facebook groups. And I'm super excited. There's a little trick that I learned that I'm going to give away and give some blueprints away next week that you're definitely going to want to get. So I will see you then.